child, are you listening? What we got here is dead reckoning, and if it feels good.
Okay, hold it. Wait. Stop right there. Stop with the intro. This isn't part of the Halloween retrospective. Today is November the 1st. I can't really include this as our Halloween week special retrospective at the Evil Dead. A retrospective is a look back. This is new. Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Can't really be included as a retrospective, but I think, kind of off the heels of that, I think this kind of fits in quite well with that. Now, obviously, if you've been at Brandix Reviews, you've seen we reviewed last week, every night leading up to Halloween, all Evil Dead films from the expanded universe stuff and also the remake as well. So Saturday night, anyway, in America, the Ash vs. Evil Dead Series 1, Episode 1 aired, and it was called El Jefe. It was a usual episode, TV episode, about 40 minutes long, something like that. And this one was directed by Sam Raimi, who I really think had to direct this. I know he's not going to do the whole series, but at least doing that first one kind of sets the tone for the series. It almost kind of feels like a passing on of the torch as well. I do like it when they do things like that, when they take a concept and kind of branch it off a little bit. Similar to what they're doing with Star Wars, the new Star Wars film. They're having John Williams do the score to this, but obviously he won't be doing all the other films. But I think he had to do that first one, and then they kind of passed the torch. So I think by having Sam Raimi direct this first episode was a really nice touch, and we don't mind so much that everything else that's going to come is going to be without Sam Raimi, because he did direct all of the other stuff. But anyway, the actual thing itself now, obviously I live in the UK, so getting to see this was very difficult. I don't believe in torrenting and streaming and stuff, but I got invited to a private screening of this, let's just put it that way, and I'm hoping that somehow I'll be able to see the rest of the series, but it was nice to be able to see that first episode anyway. And I was really pleased with it. Some of the things that were important to me as a fan of the original series, obviously the use of practical effects for some of the gore stuff was really important. And that's what they did, and I know they went to special lengths to do that. There was some CGI in there as well, don't get me wrong, but it looked quite good. The bit where he's fighting this doll, kind of a deadite doll, was all mostly CGI, and it looked quite good, especially to say what is essentially a television thing. So I was quite happy with that anyway. Now, obviously, character-wise, this totally felt canon with the film. Sometimes when you get something that branches off, like, for example, Highlander, the TV series, all plot continuity elements aside, the series didn't really feel canon with the films. Just the feel of it. So when you kind of take something from cinema screen to television screen, you do tend to lose that. Now, obviously, the cinematography with this, and obviously those are old films. This is a new thing. There's going to be differences here and there, but it to me felt completely canon with it. And certain other little things that they did with it, like if you saw the preview, you'll have seen this, that it kind of refers back to the events of the original Evil Dead films, and it shows clips. And that was incorporated into this episode. There's a bit where he's telling one of his friends about what happened, and we get to see that the flashbacks kind of play out as projected against a lot of cardboard boxes behind him. Looks really nice. Now, there's no real reference to the Army of Darkness in this, which I believe has something to do with the rights issue or something like that anyway. I'm not quite sure exactly what the situation is there, but there's some issue with using the Army of Darkness movie and continuity from that, as far as I'm aware anyway, so we didn't see any kind of reference to that in this anyway. But I can live without that. I mean, I do like Army of Darkness, don't get me wrong, but this is Ash vs. the Evil Dead, so I think it kind of borrows from those first two films. Now, interestingly, it does show clips from 1 and 2, because a lot of people think, well, 2 was a remake of 1, so it kind of rewrites the first film almost out of existence. Well, this film does refer to both. It shows flashbacks from both films. And as we said in our retrospective series, you can have 1 and 2 go together, or you can just kind of see them as separate. But this does see them as being together anyway, so I was quite happy with that. Looking forward to seeing the rest of this thing anyway. Like I said, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be able to get to see the rest of it. I was quite lucky to be able to see this first one, living in the UK. I think it aired on something called Stars, and it's a Stars original series. I don't quite know how that works in terms of them releasing stuff. I know things like Netflix kind of internet based. Obviously, it's very difficult to get stuff in any decent length of time on DVD or Blu-ray because they want you to use their service. I'm not so sure about Stars, with it being, I think it's an American TV channel or whatever, so maybe it's a bit different. Hopefully it will get a release sooner rather than later. Now some of these TV shows, like horror TV shows, they did in the last couple of years they did a From Dusk Till Dawn series as well, which obviously didn't have any of the actors from the film, and it was effectively, well, I didn't watch it, but I believe it was a remake. I don't think it was kind of following on from the film or the films. Now that I didn't watch it because in my opinion, it looked terrible. It looked like a student project. I've heard good things about it, but the reason I mentioned that is I was kind of concerned with that. Such a great horror film being turned into a TV series that just looked bad. I was kind of concerned that was what was going to happen with this Evil Dead, Ash vs Evil Dead. Not the case. I loved it. I thought this episode was brilliant, and a lot of the character stuff. It felt like it was Ash as you saw him in the movies. So I don't want to give out too many spoilers or anything, so I'm not going to go through the plot. This is just me talking about my feelings about it. Very happy with it. Big fan, obviously, of the original series films. So if you haven't seen any of our retrospectives, we did them in the last few days. So if you go to Brand X Reviews, the YouTube channel, obviously, if you're watching this, but if you go to the actual the website brandxreviews.com, you'll be able to see those videos in the archives. So looking forward anyway to seeing the rest of the series. Bruce Campbell hasn't lost it in the slightest. He may have aged a bit. He may have put on a little bit of weight. Negligible. Join the club, haven't we all? As you get older. But still, he's still got it. He's still Ash, in my opinion, and I love it. And I'm just looking forward to seeing this. Good news as well. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos. The series, I believe, has been renewed for a second series already, so looks like we're going to have a lot more to come. So I'm going to leave there, like I say, brandxreviews.com. I felt like I was kind of wrapping it up, and then I went on to another rant there already. But yeah, brandxreviews.com if you want to see the other videos, and there's some information coming up now on how you can follow us. Now, one thing I'll just throw out just before I go, finally. In November, I'm doing a sponsored Growing a Tash. It's not Movember, it's not for the Movember charity, but it's a similar thing, basically. I'm doing it for Independent Domestic Abuse Services, which is a local charity to where I live. It's called IDAS, really great charity. Check them out, but if you want, there's a link on Brand X Reviews underneath this video that you're watching now on the website with a link to how you can sponsor me. I don't get any of the money, it goes straight to them. Check it out, sponsor me if you're happy to do so. It's a great cause. But for now, I'm going to leave it there and say thank you very much for watching. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just so you know, for more news, reviews and retrospectives, you can like our page on Facebook, simply called Brand X Reviews. But as well as that, you can also subscribe to us on YouTube via this video. You can also bookmark our website, which is brandxreviews.com, which is pretty much a central hub for everything that I've just mentioned. So check that out, and we will see you next time. Thank you very much.